Alright, here we are now. Welcome back again to, hopefully, the last episode for this multiplayer season. Hello everyone. Hello. Stream's loading on my side. It's loaded and running now. And let's get a quick update on what happened last time. So we got this account, Garage Level 5, and really that just means we have like pretty much nothing of value. We got this account to Platinum 1 yesterday. This is the third day that this account has been alive for, because I literally made it like a few minutes before the first stream happened. Anyway, we're gonna see if it's actually possible now to get to Legend League on a bare bones account. Most people probably aren't going to be able to do it. I'm just here to see if it's like even theoretically possible, because we still don't actually know. Plat 2 was easy, Ultima was surprisingly tame. However, what we don't know is this thing gonna be enough against Evo Chirons, which is something that starts showing up starting at Platinum 1. We haven't done a single race after we got to Plat 1, so we really have no idea, and we're just about to find out. So, buckle up. Is that the right word? I don't know. Anyway, let me get my live stream up on my iPad so that I can monitor my live stream chat as well. Right. Unlike usual, we're not going to count this one down in the series because, well, that's not what we're trying to do. And let's get started, shall we? Okay, we have Evo Chirons here. And they are some of these clubs that I already know. Some other clubs that I'm not really sure who they are, but I would say, given the difference in cars, they do pose a threat, which I should hopefully go around. Okay, at least Jesco isn't here in Himalayas. That's something. That nitro is a lot shorter. This handling is also a lot worse. What the f- Okay. Doesn't look like it's going very well to start things off. You know, Ultima might actually just be better, because it has a... Yeah. This is certainly a way to start a stream. I'm gonna try it one more time. Like, is this gonna be like a 5-hour-long roadblock? I have a class in 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's online, but I still have a class, so... world record run right there for disconnecting after pretty much dying in every given opportunity, sort of, yes? Yeah, sounds about right. That's what I do for a living. Okay, that's Nick's sniping in a matte pink Jesco with red rims. Does he have green brakes? I think he does. Okay. Okay, that's not working as intended. Okay, thank you. I have no nitro. And you just killed yourself. What are you doing? This is gonna be a lot tougher than I expected. That's for sure. Okay. bit of a problem, but I think we've outmaneuvered them. Never mind. We haven't. We're actually 4th. That did not end very well. And the race isn't even over? Okay. Yeah, so what do we get from here? If it's just a -10, this car will not work. That's a -10. Alright. That's a bit of a situation we put ourselves in. Hold on a minute. What does this car even have against the Ultima, for example? You know, this is actually probably more viable. We're gonna try this. Hold on. Is my cold gone? Yeah, I just drank a bottle of water and now it's alright somehow. Okay, that's Singapore, which doesn't actually help that much. Okay, we're gonna be able to probably beat that owl, but I don't know if that's even gonna be enough. It probably won't be. How'd you die there? What? Okay. Okay, so that's +7. Okay, this is gonna be really... It's either gonna be impossible or really, really painful. But this is doing a bit better. How can I not play Asphalt without glasses? Bad eyesight? If that's what you mean. How do you miss a shockwave there? It was literally just... Anyway, this is a bigger problem, because... This really doesn't work. I'm just behind them constantly. The only thing I could aim for is that, which also failed. So apparently all of the difficulty in this challenge now has gone from Plat 3 and 2, because that was, I think, yeah, Plat 3, when I made the first video on this topic, Plat 3 was XJR, Plat 2 was the Saline. So the difficulty from Plat 3 and Plat 2 all went into Plat 1, and now it's just impossible, pretty much. Like, I really don't know if you can pull this off now. Right. At least with more people, there's like a bigger chance of somebody messing up and scavenging something out of it. Monty, just shut up, will you? Why are you like this? Ads in live. Okay, shit, I think I forgot to turn that off. It just automatically turns on every time I try to launch a live stream, you know? That's a pure sport. I have a chance. Never mind, that's Nikki. Alright. Okay, please, please, please. Ah, that's fourth. Right. That's still -3. Okay, yeah, this is... I don't know. I mean, on the Nevera... On the case with the Nevera, because that used to be Plat 1. In that case, I got there on the very last day, so we might not be over with this stream. Which is a bit of a problem. Nile... Game hates me, yes. Nikki, go away! This is very frustrating, you know? Let's just get on with it. Like, this is the fastest I've been fed up in a live stream. It's barely been up for 14 minutes now. 14 minutes, I'm already very tired of driving these two shitboxes. What the fuck am I looking at? Also, can I just say I'm very disappointed at everyone who's sniping with a fucking Jesco and shit? I mean, it's not already easy to begin with. You're not making it that much better for me. See my point? What the Okay. The only the only thing I'll say is this is a lot like, well, 2021 multiplayer for me when I was like garage level, I don't know, 13. This feels a lot like that. I mean, I'm not even garage level 13, so I can't really complain now that I think about it. Fucking hell. Okay, so can I just say one thing I'm noticing is that's it. That entire lobby was my audience. Is that why I'm losing? Like, hold on a minute. Like let me test something. Like, don't snipe this one. If you're trying to snipe this one, just back out and just see what happens. Like at this point, I wanna actually like figure that bit out. And if I win this one, I'm just gonna stop the stream and do some off-camera mining. You know what I mean. Okay, so aside from everyone that's sniping, there's just nobody in Platinum 1. Okay, good to know. And there's still like 4 of you left. Even with all of that, yeah, this is dead last. I mean, considering that my points are right now, while actively locking in, lower than 50 points lower than when I first started this stream, I would say no. And I could just wrap this challenge then and there and be done with it and just, I don't know, go back to my main account. Is that really me, though? I don't really know. I don't think so. Okay, that's a Jesco. That's another Jesco. I mean, that guy plays all the time, so I don't know if he's sniping or just playing and just got here in, like, random luck. Yes, that's on purpose. I was avoiding a half barrel with that. Maybe in Classic, if I just decide to knock everybody down in the first 20 seconds, it might be possible. Not here, though. Although I am not in the bottom half this time, surprisingly. Okay, I will be very soon. As I was saying, right. You know, I'm just gonna go back to my main. Blue Nitro only challenge with the girls. No, fuck off. All the way off to, I don't know, Mexico. I'm switching Steam accounts. Let's bully the same guys with an Evo share on. I like Uno reversing people. I'm just gonna hold on a minute. Where's OBS gone? Yeah, there. Yeah. That's racist? No, I just named like the first country that came up to my mind. How can that be racism? It's just random chance. It could have been like, I don't know, the Czech Republic or Sweden or Switzerland, wherever it is. Just not here. Okay, my cold isn't completely gone. My god, I hate this UI. Like, whenever there's like any pop-up in the game, your keyboard keybinds don't work in the UI. Setting that to English, reloading your language somehow resets all the audio settings. It keeps the video settings intact, so I have no idea why that's the case. Renak Barrel just says, just spam Evo Chiron. Some of the other things this guy has said is, earlier today, he's, like, in this stream, he says, why depressed bros scream? Do you not know how to read the room? Like, I've seen you, I read that message, I just didn't reply to it intentionally. You're still keeping at it. What is the matter? Anyway, this is back up now. And there we go. Jesco's better than Evo Chiron? Maybe not in Unbreakable, I don't actually know. Okay, see, this is what I normally have at my disposal, okay? I can bludgeon everybody to death, and I mean everybody. Almost. Why do they not remove other cars from the game? They are useless? You know that's illegal, right? Because people paid for it. See, this is normally what happens against these guys. Spoiled brat? Okay, now is not the best moment to land these jokes on me. I would normally take that and laugh it off, but the first 20-ish minutes in this stream were actual agony. Like, if I wasn't streaming, I would be raging, that type of stuff. Just trying to keep myself composed, so please help me out here. What the fuck is this Evo SF90 lineup? Okay. That's interesting. Definitely. And your top speed is irrelevant, because I have more of it. Okay, this one was still a lot more closely matched, okay? Like, that's the point. Also, this is a light build, which is usually worse than neutral in this case. Because you can't fit the arrow pack on light. Getting triggered by a comment, damn boy. Okay, so you're really not helping. And you know who's running the channel? Me. You know who has all the moderator access? Me. You know who doesn't care about you? Me? Goodbye? Like, normally I don't have to resort to this, so you should probably be reflecting on yourself instead of trying to blame everybody else for that. Also, yeah, in case you're wondering why I'm using Shockwave on the ground, I have this part here. Anyway, what does this put me at? This still puts me at neutral. I think I can do something else here. Some more stuff. Game really doesn't have a lot of, Can I install this? No, I can't. I do want this. You know what the 4913 should do? Doesn't really matter that much. Actually, hold on. Is there anything else in the engines? The answer is no. Okay. Welcome to Oonga Boonga Tryhardism 101. That's pretty much what I do. I mean, I've made a living out of it. I'm not really a living, but I am earning some money off of it. I think it's like barely enough to fund my ultimate passes. And I should probably, and with the remaining money, I'll probably go and do something more useful with that. Wait, I forgot about the RXL. Okay, what the fuck is that guy doing? He died right after T-boning me. I mean, I expected no less. Okay, that's somehow still third, but okay, I put up a good fight. One frame? Alright, no excuse then. Bro's kamikazeing? No, it's just that he didn't know how to steer a car. I think he had like an inverted setup or something. Maybe he's doing a live stream. He's probably having just as much pain as I had 10 minutes ago. That's for sure. Is this my off-camera mining? I am still on camera, you know. This is a different account. Also, I'm not seeing your messages. No, I'm deliberately ignoring them because they have no value to reply to at the moment. Anything with the word overload in it, I'm just gonna filter off. I guess I'm just gonna add if I ever add an automod chat filter to any of my platforms, that's gonna be the first thing I block. I think. I don't know. Okay, maybe that wasn't the smartest decision I've done. What the fuck are these graphics here? Okay, so I guess the optimization they did is disable shaders entirely on broken obstacles. Now that brings the question, optimization is what is, you call optimization when it's improving performance without greatly affecting the visuals. I don't see how that's like a mild difference. I see that as a big chunk of the game's render engine just being disabled. That's called lower graphics, not optimization. Can I make a video on how to perform dock floaties consistently? Actually, I'm just going to show you because it's actually quite simple. I think I have my controller overlay somewhere here. I think it's here, yeah. So, no more stick drift because this is the backup controller, which is also kind of dead. This is actually 4 controllers in one. I'm just gonna show you, like, what do you call it? Just a very basic example with a very... Don't join this one. Non-floaty cars also work because this is just like a demonstration, but I'm gonna bring something... I don't know, let's say like XJR, for example. You have to keep your eyes, keep close attention to the controller overlay, okay? I mean, if you don't want people to join, why would you type it out in the chat? I do want to ask that. And I missed that as well, okay. I forgot I wasn't in that Evo Valkyrie anymore. Anyway, so I'm gonna show you the... So that's what it looks like. So if you pay close attention to my inputs, you're gonna see it in the second one here. During the 360, I pressed my brake, and then I press nitro when the 360 is about to end, which causes the car to overspin. And then I catch it with another brake input. So it's actually not one 360. It's kind of like 2 360s, but you catch the second one like you would do on a ramp, for example. That's sort of how you do that thing. It's as you saw, it's not really fast. It's actually slower than the traditional floaty. And it's also just massively overcomplicates things. Normally, sorry, bad throat. Normally it doesn't really have a benefit to it, so you really don't need it most of the times. However, you might want it when, for example, you do the 360 in the wrong direction by accident. This is like a backup, like, emergency plan for when that happens. Barrel at the right and normal ramps into the left? Where? I mean... You have to at least specify the track, for example. Like, the only thing I can remember, like, if you say it like that, is Ancient Ruins, the start there. That ramp is very weirdly timed, yes. Normally you don't want to do... if you're coming from the Wildlands direction, So, actually, I can just, like, demonstrate it here. There can be two things that you mean by that, because there's this bit and there's this bit in the reverse direction. Okay, is this route faster? I'm really not sure, because it does have, like, Omega doo-doo acceleration. I guess it is. Okay, that's... Okay. Are you talking about this bit? Because that's the barrel to the right, and there's the normal ramps to the left. You want to do 360 this way. This way it almost never overspins. I shouldn't have released the steering, but I did, because sometimes, like, going too deep over there is actually really bad. Okay, I didn't get the airspeed. I don't have a lot of practice in this track. This specific one, I don't really do that much. Okay, that's... Yeah, you can tell. You can tell. I think it's... Okay, it's sort of there, but not really. Is that the bit what you meant? Ancient ruins? Oh yeah, that bit's... I kind of told you not to. If you're talking about this bit, what, the same section in the other direction? Why would you overspin there? Normally, like, by normally I mean, like, with most cars, you just take the barrel and there's no risk of doing that. There are some cars, like the Huracan or something, like those really agile things. Those sometimes do require taking the flat ramp because it's just a shorter line. It is a very badly aligned 360, so it's, like, very hard to nail. And I also sometimes overspin, but there are some precautions you can take. For example, pressing the brake a little bit later. Like here. Like, after the 360 sort of stabilizes, you can do it. There's really no real answer to that for me. As in, there's probably an answer. I can't give it to you, though, because I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really know that much about this one. That was bad. And this is probably not how you do this bit. Definitely not how you do this bit. Path to the wind 50%? Where is... That's like the same bit, but with more speed, right? With more speed, especially with, like, a lot more speed, it's actually a lot easier for me. Let me show you. Because at that point, you can... There's a point that comes where you can just, like, do one slow 360. I'm gonna do an example with this. I think I can pull it off. Piron gives a double or triple overspin. I mean, I've done, like, almost 50,000 tries on that track now. I've barely seen, like... I remember less than 50. So it's a pretty low chance. That's not how you want to do that bit, but it works. At least it didn't go shooting into the wall. I think it's just better to save for Shockwave here. Anyway, you can do something like this. Although, with this speed, you probably just want to wall ride that. That was a lot of reaction time in a very small time frame. I feel right back home with these cars, you know. You're using a bullied? With a bullied? I mean, I don't... Okay, so how many 360s do you aim for? If you're aiming for, like, 6 spins, for example, then, yeah, that's gonna be unstable. Usually it's just 5 with most cars. I don't think you can consistently nail 6 in a bullied anyway. I've only seen that when you, like, shockwave at the start and then orange nitro the ramp. Which is just because that sector just lasts longer. Yeah, I'm not seeing that many issues. The actual issue is just that traffic car. Especially when it snaps that hard to the left. Aside from that, this bit's fine. With a barrel roll at the same time, how do you even do that? How do you do that consistently? Now I want to know. Okay, missed that. A lot smaller than the Devel, for example, so a little bit more challenging. That wasn't the best, but I'll take it for now. That's really bad. Right. How do you skip portals in San Diego? I'm not gonna tell you, and I'm pretty sure... Did they even fix that? I don't actually know. I haven't actually bothered trying that, so... How do I do instant shockwaves? It's just a controller. Like, this is the nitro button. This is also the nitro button. Oh shit, I started another race. Okay, anyway. These two both work. So you just press 2 at the same time and it's just instant orange or shockwave or whatever. Not the best execution I could have gotten there, but I'll try for now. Oh, hey, look at that. That's my new personal best. Just casually on a live stream. Okay. Consistently doing a dock floaty after a ramp, you do have to predict if the car will bounce after you land, for example, because if you try to do a dock catch while it's not fully, like, on the ground, it's gonna overspin, definitely. If you're meaning a dock catch where you don't do the, 360 on the ground, you just catch the 360 into the direction you want, that's just, like, aiming the 360 properly, which takes a bit more, precision. Am I gonna go back to the new account? No, I'm pissed off. Platinum 1 is, for now, just literally impossible. Everyone has to get to Legend League first. Right, what other questions are you asking? Well, just catching the ramp? That's like, just... I mean, it's prediction, and there's also some sort of strategy to it, especially with cars that do unstable 360s, like, for example, Devel, Aeon, and where's the Muscler gone? That. These things in common, they have either a very long wheelbase, this is true for the Devel and Aeon, or just like an extruding hitbox over here, that clips into the flat ramp when you try to do a fast 360, and either cancels the 360 or sends the car really high with really slow spins, so you're just stuck there. That happens. You do have, like, a sort of, like, measure you can take to counter that, which is something I do with all of my runs, actually, regardless of what car I'm in. So for fast 360s, I'm actually going to show you, look closely at my brake button, which is this one. This button moving in the controller overlay. Look closely to when I start the 360, like, look at the 2 brake inputs. Okay, so I'm gonna ignore that ending bit, but if you see there, you might not be able to notice it, but I actually do the first drift button, I press the drift button first a little bit earlier than the ramp itself. I have, like, a small gap that's a bit larger than usual, for example, because I mash the nitro buttons a lot more quickly. So the brake button, I actually give it some sort of, like, a delay to the second input, and just do the first one earlier so that the second one is on the beat. What this does is, for me personally, it makes the second press that actually starts the 360 a lot more consistent, because I'm not mashing like crazy. I know exactly when to press it because I've given my fingers a bit of a break. The other thing I think is something to do with, like, I don't know, yeah, you know what, yeah, it's probably just more precision on your hands. You did 59, that's the world record, by the way, as far as I know, because nobody even bothered to go any past it. 0.999 is the fastest. Do it again now. Alternatively, that's why you always have OBS enabled with at least a 2-minute replay buffer. At least. Anyway, I'm gonna go open my window because it is a bit hot in here. Again, as always, this thing's being a radiator. Okay, that's gonna be so much better. Torekisa used to build? No. He does have the 59.9 record for a 1-star F5 too. You want 0.8? You're ridiculous. Although, that's pretty much the exact same thing I did with Devel on Pudong. Actually, you know what? Might as well. Why not? Might as well. Like, if I actually get this on a stream, that would be insane. Okay, that's a bit of an issue. That's a big issue, actually, because this is a lot slower now. For a first try, this is actually really good. 57.4. Apparently I still got that in me. That really wasn't that bad. I mean, really. You wonder if 57 is possible? Do you know who holds the world record at 56.732 with the Devel? It's literally, you're literally talking to the guy. Interesting. Interesting and also quite bad, probably. Yeah. You don't know anything about records? I mean, that's like my entire channel is based on Develop Yudong Rise, so you should probably know. You should probably check it out after the stream. You know, the 59 minutes in Asphalt 9. Yeah, that was quite an impressive record too, if I may say so myself. Anyway, this is frankly boring me, and I should go back to bullying people here. What do we have in Plat 2, actually? Oh, quite a wise... Oh! Okay. 55.8 and 89C. Yeah, that's the record there, I'm pretty sure. I mean, that's an entirely different car now, let's be honest. It also takes the left route and stuff like that. What's happening now? I'm just back on my main account, and now I'm bullying the people that were bullying me yesterday. And it's Himalayas, and I'm in a Regera. And everybody else is in Evo cars, except for the one other Regera. And a 111 by some miracle. How's this guy here? It's about as rare as it'll ever be in this multiplayer. Go away. Okay, that's not gonna work. Black Friday has 111, so why didn't I get it? I didn't have the money. If I don't get something, there's usually a reason. It's either complete shit, or I'm too broke for it. That's how it goes normally. You want to do orange and shockwave punches and tilt to zero? It's really not that useful. Don't bother. That's how I save the car if I fail the force battle. It works sometimes. It works sometimes. I mean, respawning up on top is probably faster, but that's just my instincts. I look for an alternative immediately as the primary solution fails. Okay. That was interesting. What the fuck was that? So I didn't get Nilu because it's shit? Yes, and also I'm not paying any other money, like, even more money for that thing. It's always like a measurement between, yeah, it's cost efficiency, and Nilu does not meet those requirements. Although, as a car, I quite like it in real life. And I also quite like the design. I mean, the front is questionable, the side's also questionable, but that engine bay just being exposed is such a pretty thing to me. You two started for free? It's a shame that I just don't bother with any spotlight. I just don't care. Okay, I just missed my perfect run for absolutely nothing. And I just hit a traffic car. Starting in 6th position is somewhat salvageable if you're in a Regera, though. Which is why I use these top speed cars a lot more. See, that was just about me being, like, the luckiest man on the planet. Like, shit like that happens. This is why you don't quit races most of the times. That's if you have a Regera, in this case. I mean, I think I'm still gonna lose to these two guys, but doesn't stop me from trying for sure. Okay, I went wide. Oh, that guy just killed himself though. I mean, for a 2018 car, this does drive very nicely. Can I make 55 with Slipstream? I'm pretty sure there's 54 with Slipstream on Global. And I don't think I can do 54, if I'm being honest. Do I think Evo is destroying multiplayer? Absolutely. Why do I press L3? It's not bound to anything. It's just me putting that much pressure on the joystick. Like, that's what I meant when I said I have a weird driving technique last night. Nobody else I know does this. Okay. That guy's just about as textbook cancer as Evo SF90s will ever be. I think I can take advantage of him here. Never mind, I can't. That traffic car actually made the race better by killing my float here. Although I don't think it does anything at this point. Oh, never mind, I'm gonna win. I think I beat one of those SF90s. Yeah. The annoying guy. Oh, wait, no, that's a misclick. I don't care. I really have no reason to care. You know what, let me just, like, goof around in a Faraday. If I just don't finish last, it'll be really funny. Evo was supposed to bring back dead cars. Yeah, but what they did was kill everything else. They do not know how to balance shit. That's the main problem. If this was balanced, I would love it, actually. But it's not, so now I hate it. Like, it's logical, it's not blind hatred. Might actually be able to do something here. Cash money! Cash money! Ha! Saw that coming from a mile ago! My god. That was good. And that's my Plat 1 race! Oh my god. What in the absolute moment is happening here? That was good. That was the best. That's the best meme I have right now. That's... What the f... This is my Plat 1... Yeah. Welcome to Scribbles live streams where it's constant shitposting and sometimes shitposting actually becoming brilliancies and me being shocked at it and then laughing about it for like 15 more years, actually. I'm gonna cherish this memory for the rest of my life. You're in a 3400 rank P1 versus SF90. Yeah, that's a problem. That is definitely a problem. And, I mean, Evos are expensive, so I would somewhat, like, actually I would, like, somewhat find this, like, okay-ish. Aside from, like, every other card becoming redundant, if Evo was number 1 regularly obtainable for tokens without any prior requirements, which is not the case for Evo ZR1. ZR1 is not available in the Legend Store just anywhere at this point. SF90 is like Garage level 55. Stuff like that. If those things are becoming like permanently available, and also just sort of like balance them really. Reminding you of the Yafire race. Oh yeah! Speaking of which, all 50-some people of you, have you seen that last arena match? Yafire against Jose. That was like the best thing that had ever happened. That was the best race I ever saw, and I've seen some tens of thousands of races. That was the best one, just single-handedly. Slugging it out. Just defending so well until the very end, getting a tie in the race ending, like post race screen, and Jose beating Yafire. That was the best thing. Like, that's gonna probably be the best race in the history of Arena for like forever. I'm not saying the new arenas are gonna be boring because I'm still in the game, because I somehow managed to defend my position against Hyper. Somehow, I really don't understand how. Like, yes. They already nerfed the ground axle? Yes, but it's not enough, is it? It's still the most abundant car in Plat 3 when you first join there, in like the first week, until they all get to like Plat 1 and start using Evo Chirons. Then the SF90s go away, but that's just because they converted into Evo Chirons. Air acceleration also got nerfed to like half, but it's still like 10 times better than like everything else in the game. Except for the other cars that also have the same part. So yeah, that is a problem, I would say. Also, another problem I'm seeing is, I don't think anyone actually noticed, like, or mentioned this, to be exact. But aside from this specific engine here, can you see a single other overload part here in the list? Or, as a matter of fact, that yellow, like, Apex part. None of them exist anymore. This is just light and heavy. There's no in-between. And what I'm sensing is that they're sort of not putting that much effort into the system anymore, which already desperately needs fixing. So I really don't think this can end up well. I really don't. Like, with this system, which just, like, sort of tells me that they didn't put as much effort into balancing this thing as they did with everything else. I really don't know anymore. Also, can I just say I'm pretty sure stats-wise, just the highest Excel stat that was normally possible without Evo was 91, like hard-capped. Although that's, like, very questionable information with the only source being Trust Me Bro. So I can't really comment much on that, but I'm pretty sure that was a thing. So... yeah, they should keep Evo for, like, the low-end cars in some classes that are just absolutely useless. Make them sort of be able to compete with, like, the mid to high range in that class, and then move them up there so that, you know what I'm saying. In MP leagues, Gold 4 is not where the Evo ZR1 belongs. It's a 4,500 rank, that's like Plat 2, Plat 1 territory. Why am I ignoring you? There's just a lot of chat messages going on. What did I ignore? Overload TDF and 4GT. Okay, there's a good reason I was ignoring that, apparently. SF90 was obscure? Yes, absolutely. And that's how it was supposed to be until this thing undeservingly got the power of God in its hands. This is a bit of a problem. Okay. So what you're seeing here is a Plat 3 car beating a fucking Jesco. So is it really a Plat 3 car? That should be... That is a very good and fair question. Those who don't have SF90 for Plat 3, yeah, exactly, that's what I meant. I mean, they're in Plat 1 now, like, despite this thing being a thing. Why is it at neutral? Why am I on a neutral build? What? Why do I have this? I do not need that. I think it goes sort of like that, this, and that. Hold on a minute. Let me try and check something. Can I install this if I get rid of the drivetrain? Apparently, yes, I can. Can I go for anything more than that? Or is that where it's okay, that's all I can get there. What about something else? Okay, these are... Okay, I didn't know that these didn't have anything either, but... Okay, good. Well, these definitely do. The long shots... Okay, these don't make much sense. This doesn't make that much sense either. I'm just gonna keep this tune here. And now watch me bully everyone else, I guess. How to improve in Greenland? Escape at Lava. What the f... Where is Escape the Lava? I don't even know that track. What? I'll see what the hell that track even is, and then I'll give you an answer. Oh, that was sort of dirty, but also really satisfying. That's the 120 track? Okay. Right. I miss the days when I would get really excited about getting like 2 of those blueprints, any of those blueprints, that I get all 8 and there's no emotion left in me. I'm gonna hide this code again, just don't join it. I'm gonna playtest a map for someone now. Where is it? Escape the Lava. That's a 90-second track. What even is this? Oh, it's that. Hold on a minute. This was the overclock showcase when the Muscler got added. You know, I'm gonna do it with the Muscler for old time's sake. Those are already old times because the game is deteriorating. Can't speak English so quickly. That's not how you do that bit. I don't remember a lot of this track. I know the layout, though. You never got this track in multiplayer? This was available for the first update when Greenland got introduced first. There's another variant as well that no longer shows up in multiplayer. This and that other track is just hidden. Okay, I think this controller is also broken now. I just heard something snap in it. Great. Yeah, it's broken. It's very broken. Yeah, that failed. How does this keep happening to me? Right, hold on a minute, let me open this up. I'm gonna have to mute my mic again because it mutilates the controller and you do not want to hear that. Okay, yeah, the bumper panel inside this thing has snapped because Xbox quality management is bullshit. Do I even have any spare parts left for this? I might actually just not be able to play anymore. Because this thing breaking basically means my Nitro just doesn't register anymore. I had another spare part, but that one broke like 3 weeks ago. Hold on a minute. Let me check my drawer. Okay. Do we have anything that I can use? Not seeing any. Nope. Not in there. And not in there either. Okay, we do not have any spare parts for the controller. I don't know what we'll do. Maybe we can... Do I bother to connect, like, my steering wheel setup that cost me, like, $500 to get? Am I gonna risk breaking the panels on that as well now? Absolutely not. I think I have, like, some spare parts left over. I still haven't had my headphones on. Okay. I'm gonna try and... see if there are any other spare parts in the, what do you call it? Like, the storage unit in the house. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Apparently, yeah, I do have some spare parts, because these are the most fragile part in the entire controller. These break all the time. They're pretty much, like, expendable units, so what I did was, like, buy, like, 30 of these parts at one point. So, I have one in my hands now. This one's brand new. The only trouble is, my controller is an Xbox X Series standard controller, as far as I know, and this is the S Series replacement part. They are compatible, the caps just look like a little different, and as a result, my drift alignments actually get, like, slightly offset, which is not very good, but this is the only thing we got, so we're gonna reassemble this thing. It's gonna work for now. I'm just gonna get, like, a new one tomorrow, or something. Oh, wait, are the stores open tomorrow? It's gonna be Sunday. I don't know. It'll be fine. Okay, yeah, that's back in there now. It should work. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. Reconnecting. Okay, no, that's not closing. Okay, it should work now. And we have inputs again. Nice. This is a zombie controller, pretty much. I would not be surprised if this thing exploded in my hands in the next 30 seconds. Alright, so back to Escape the Lava, I think this track was called. What you do is skip that first jump, even though it has the yellow bottle on top of it, because it just loses you so much speed. Generally not worth it with these things. That's the line you want normally. Why am I driving better than I did in the overclock showcase itself? That was gold overclock. I'm in a 4-star now. Anyway, yeah, that's roughly how you get around this bit. Celebrate Pi Day during the inconvenience? Oh yeah, it is March 14th. I don't know, I don't really care about that one. It just feels like awkward, because the actual Pi Day will not even be a fraction of a second long if you think about it. It's just not going to exist. Try with F5? Alright. Pretty sure you do the... Actually, do you avoid that first jump with F5? We gotta compare it, actually. Live testing session now, because I actually don't know. You gotta go? Alright, see ya. I think you might actually want to do this with this. Because I think it has enough nitro to... Yeah, it has enough nitro to sort of keep itself. Yeah, I think this is better. Anyway, the strategy itself is generally the same. Only that this is a lot easier. What the fuck? Well, not complaining for sure. There we go. F5 has better nitro? Yes, lots. I think. I mean, both are kind of bad, but F5 is a lot more manageable, at least for right now. Also, Mosler's... What do you call it? Like... Yeah, this is like 7 points lower for me right now. And the other thing is, Mosler's acceleration is bullshit low, without any nitro. Raw acceleration after 4th gear, like, just doesn't exist. Even at gold. This one has regular acceleration. This thing is normal. This one has some weird nerfs. Do it with a Jesco? Alright. It's the same thing, though. Like, just same thing, just slightly slower in this case. Okay, missed the airtime there. Hopefully it doesn't damage the lap time. Okay, that one's gonna hurt the lap. There we go. Sort of like that. I don't know. Probably not the best, but that's roughly how you do it. Why do you want me to do this like every single car here? I mean, it's not like that interesting of a map. Also, Aeon's not gonna favor the first ramp. Do it with Plethora. Number 1, it's 1 star. Number 2, just no. I don't want to. How did I not get the airspeed there? And there. Is this gonna work? The answer is fucking no. Not a chance. I don't think even pre-nerf Devil could do that bit properly. I think I could do it at 500, but not at 550. Is it possible to do a single 360 on the final? Okay, so the reason I'm actually doing 2 and not 1, it's definitely possible. I've done it multiple times. The reason I'm not doing it is because, it's actually faster to do 2 spins if you get a bounce and get a second airspeed, because it's possible. You know what? I'm going to change the track to, what is it called? Out of the center. Because I think so far I still have that record with the Absolute here. Because nobody actually bothers to get that. They just want to win. And now that's not even needed anymore because of the bug. I have a 31.188 here. Just randomly got it during a Gauntlet session. It's like sort of like here. Yeah, you can do that. Okay, that's not the best one, but like you get the point. That's possible, especially with these higher speed cars. Why do I want to do it with a Sarth? Sarth is like better in like MP2, for example. It is technically in like the direct firing range of rank abusers, but I still don't care that much. Where is it gone? Actually, want to count it down? You can. Am I still active in Best Way Only? No, I haven't been, like, ever. I made the intro in Blender, I edited their first video on the channel, and then I didn't do anything after that. I'm just a member there, I don't do much. Anyway. 3, 2, okay, we're gonna... Okay, Caps Lock was on. Yeah, Cube tells me to wait, and I'll listen to him because he's the first guy that committed to making an alt account with me and sniping. Hello, LVN. Good to see you. You ready? Alright. How do I get in best way only? In my case, I mean, it's like best way only just randomly decides that you're eligible and then you join, sort of. Like, we actually just, apparently, not me actually, they keep an eye on all the records, because, I mean, that's, of course, what they do. They keep an eye on all the records and record holders, and we just decide if this guy should be able to join or not. That's sort of what happens there. We've cracked almost everything. I don't know if we cracked India. I don't think we can crack India because the respawns and checkpoints are really, really strict. Pickles, the hard carry. No, Zayn also does a lot of cuts. Killer executes like almost all of them. He finds some crazy stuff. He's really creative. There are a lot of members, yeah. And what's the back to school title for? Yeah, that was for the alt account thing, and then I gave up and now we're just here. Plat 1 right now is not possible. It just isn't. Especially with the Lycan Neon. Lycan Neon at 5 stars is also just shit. 1% intro? Yeah, 1% intro, I made that one. It was really hard. That took 3 days. Anyway, we're gonna count it down now, because Cube is waiting. 3, 2, 1, go. I was in the wrong tab, but shouldn't matter too much, because the chat itself also has some sort of delay. We have a Sarth, we have a GT65, we have Xylee in a Cyan, and we have another Rev member. Was that an F12? I think it was. Or was that the Sarth? I didn't actually see the screen properly. What happened to him? Also, yeah, this card doesn't punch. I don't know why I'm trying to. Okay. That is a bit of a problem with these slower cars. And there's a reason I hate San Diego. Look at how far apart everyone is. That's the main problem. And look at how wide this road is. You could park like 1,000 cars in here and still take up only half the space. I'm just gonna try and not finish last on this one. Okay, that doesn't work. Bye. No one upgrades their cars. That's because we have almost like a good, like the better half of 100 cars in S-Class, and all of them cost 42 million each. A-Class costs 32 million, B-Class is 22 million, I think, C-Class costs 10 mil. You're not gonna upgrade shit here, in this economy. Speaking of which, I should probably auto-claim the credit heist. I keep forgetting to do that one. I think I forgot yesterday because I was on the alt account. That's that done. Oh wait, it's Buenos Aires. We're gonna try this. Why not? Okay, please don't tell me leaderboards are packed with the Evos. Yeah, it's just IDR here. Good. Oh my god, I just realized this looks so good now! Oh my god, I'm so happy finally! Okay, let's get this done with. Have I played Grand Prix? No. That's sort of bad, but let's just get on with the race and see what this race yields us. Not much is the answer. Does it stay forever if I don't claim it? No, it expires in 56 days, or 8 weeks. Okay, that's not gonna go anywhere. I said 8 weeks or 56 days. Did I say it the other way around? I'm pretty sure I didn't. What the f- Okay, that's just my incompetence. What D-Class car can they add? They're probably gonna add, like, the new Ford Capri, which is actually just an electric crossover with the name Capri to sell it to... I don't know who. Nobody's gonna buy it. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm lazy now. I have suddenly decided I want nothing of that. What is this? Irrelevant. Have I done the overclock showcase? I don't think I have, like, any chips left. What? Oh, yeah! So I did this on, like, the first day, and I was the 11th player to participate, and I was fucking last! Yes. Now it's, like, here, which is still not good. It's still 1% by some miracle. Almost top 1,000, and it's like, okay, we're gonna try now. Let's try. Yes. Alpine A110. I'm pretty sure they're gonna make it some sort of crappy C-class, because that's what they do these days. They don't want new kings in the lower classes. Okay, please turn. Thank you. I think I could have gotten the barrel too. If I could turn there. Okay, that's stupid. Okay, that's bad. Venom GT and Asphalt Legends. I think it's in C9, actually. I don't know how good it is, but I'm pretty sure it's there. I am not going to bother with any LEGO Technic. The only LEGO I have, by the way, is the Corvette, because that was the new game mode and it was free. I didn't even get the Senna GTR, even though I really like the looks on this thing. This is the only car that I like here, by the way. It's also the oldest LEGO Technic. Everything else is just a money grab. This is the real thing. This thing was here since, like, 2020, I believe. Somewhere there. Really old. It's good in A9C? Alright. I mean, what do you mean no, though? I just said I don't know how good it is. Because I don't play C9 a lot. I do have an account now, but I don't play a lot. I've played once. I am not interested in your pop-ups. I'm here to claim free shit that I actually paid for. Eh. All I want is just this here. Because, if you saw the Musler earlier, it's just very close to 5-star at least. Waiting for what? The set of GTR? Yeah, that's one of the reasons I didn't go for it. It costs money. Oh, I still didn't do this thing. Okay. Do I bother with Gauntlet? Let's bother with Gauntlet. That's what some streamers do these days. Actually, let me change the stream title, because it's not like that anymore. And we're getting rid of this thumbnail. How do I get rid of a live stream thumbnail, though? I don't actually know. I don't think you can. No problem. We're just gonna use like an old thumbnail that we made for this a long time ago. There we go. That's gonna work. Okay, immediately first thing we get is Railroad Bustle. This is just SF90. There's really no changing that. And I think I'll actually swap this out for a yellow nitro intake. And this is gonna... Hold on a minute. This is the... Yeah, this is that. I'm gonna say... Yeah, we need the... we need the shockwave pulse much more, and we need heavier drivetrains. Cast iron relay is a better one, right? Yeah, it is. So we have that. That's race 1. Pink SRT8 as a thumbnail. Yeah, I have to compress the image because the limit here is 2 megabytes. Meiji Rush, where is this? This is also an SF90 track. Fine. I mean, this one has a wrap much earlier into the race, so I guess I can put the Valkyrie here now. Yeah, we can definitely do that. And I'm pretty sure we already have the best tune. Do we? No, we don't. This is gonna be better for now. We're gonna put this here. I think this is the best one. Yeah, it's... Hold on. Yeah, it's the best one. So that's there. Along the same. This is absolute. This is gonna take a while. This is not a very consistent combo. Alright, Urban Rush. Urban Rush is the... It's not this track, actually. This minimap is incorrect. This is, I believe, something like Jamera / Nevera. Aeon might actually work, although I haven't tried it yet. Maybe I actually will. We're gonna have to test this one in private lobbies, though. This is a new combo for me. Hairpin finish. Okay. That's just... normally, if you have an Imperium, you would use that there, but I don't. So, this is like my only choice. This is actually not that bad there, surprisingly. Because you can avoid the first ramp. Anyway, we're gonna try Urban Rush in Aeon and see what that performs like. I mean, there's really no point in doing this anymore because, well, nobody cares about Gauntlet these days, but it's just gonna... If I'm gonna do something, I might as well try hard at, you know? Hello, BX Gamer. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Which game mode do I like more? I don't like either of them, so that comparison is meaningless to me. Okay, yeah, I remember now. This is king here if you get the triple barrel at the start. This is the triple barrel. Okay, that's a bad corner. It's spelled... You mean pronounced? Also, I'm not sure. Okay, so I think I can sort of figure my way out. But this is still very crude. Tartarus, you sure? I mean, there's like this big ramp here. Okay, with the double barrel, it's a lot slower. Okay, how am I gonna get across this bit with that little nitro? How many total hours? Almost 22,000 now, apparently. Wall ride? What do you mean wall ride? Oh, I guess... Wait a minute, on the right the corner that turns right or to the left? What, here? Oh, I can see now. This is still 25-3, though. Was that the correct wall ride, or is it the corner that turns to the left? I don't think it is, but do want to make sure. I mean, the last time I practiced this bit, it was with the Deus or the Jamero, neither which need those wall rides. Okay, perfect run comes in way too late. This is tricky. Now, here's the thing, I think it's also possible to get the yellow bottle. It's probably not, actually. It's like the 7th time I'm restarting for a good lap. I mean, that's sort of what you do in this, at this level of competition. Especially if you're, like, not as consistent as other players, which is what I am. What the fuck is this? Okay, yeah, this is... I would rather just use Jamera or something. First yellow I do know is possible. I was talking about the second one. We're just gonna go with the Jamera, actually. Where is it? Alright, so we should be good to go now. Okay. This is gonna be a bit of a problem. How did I miss both nitro bottles, though? I thought I would get at least, like, one. Yeah, that's what I mean when I'm inconsistent. I miss nitro bottles all the time. Just constantly. Okay, it's still faster to go here instead of scroll. What about Deus in Singapore? It's also quite good, but I think the Jamero does better overall. That is an improvement. Why is the series called Back to School? I thought I changed the title. Yeah, I did. And yeah, you did miss something. Last two streams, we went to Plat 1 in a Garage Level 5 account. And after Plat 1, I've just been dying today. Because 5-star Leica Neon does not fare well against Evo Chirons and Jescos and stuff. How the fuck did it do that for a second time? Never mind, I guess we're not doing Gauntlet. We're gonna go to MP2 or something. Go away, I don't want to see you ever again in my life. Alright, where do we go? Actually, should I just go and bully? No, there was nobody left. Is the Legend Fund worth it? Yes, it gives you like tens of thousands of tokens if you reach Garage Level 60. I would say, like, the first one is just buy them after you reach that level because it's not like it deletes the rewards or anything. Like, buy the first one at Garage Level 40, buy the second one at 60. Like, there's not much. If you just pay the money and then quit before at like level 41, for example, that kind of ruins the purpose. Why did I wait for a second and then respawn? I forgot! I haven't participated in a single Gauntlet for the past, like, 2 months. Because I just don't care anymore. I don't even use that bug. I personally think it's a loser move. I really don't. I just don't bother with it. I just let this go away. Have I tried the VLF route? No, actually. I should. Go away. Actually, I should probably claim this. What do we get? Trade coins is the answer. Not even trade coins, actually. Alright, let's try the riot. Alright, wasted. I don't care. It's Urban Exodus, I think. Which is an annoying track. Because nobody knows how to drive it. Also, is that poor texture alignment that I'm seeing there? I think I saw the void underneath those stairs. That is definitely not how you do that bit. By the way, isn't Orange Nitro Star like I did better, or do you just shockwave after drifting a bit? Is VLF real? There's like 1 or 2 of them in the entire world. This is actually based on the Dodge Viper, same chassis, and then this is a body kit, but it's really exotic because there are very few people that go into making this. That's not how you do that either. Okay, so I just saw the perfect run, so I think we can shockwave both of them. There's a respawn at the start. I do know, however, I do not know how to pull it off. Orange Nitro immediately? That's an interesting strat. But like that? Okay, that's really bad. $30.6 here? What the fuck? Didn't even know that was possible, but okay. That's ridiculous. Was that a curve float in the ridge rail? Yeah. Yeah. 130 is insane, but then again, it is Jaeger. Like that, like if anyone does it, I expect it to be him. It's, oh my god, this is ridiculous. And then there's Carnage at just in second as well. These two guys are broken. Properly broken. He could have done lower and he rushed it? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you... You know, I'm not gonna question it. It's him. He's literally him. Alright, let's do someone else. Do we have anything else to buy here? I don't care about your pass. I want to look at this thing. Eh, sure. And this. Oh wait, never mind. Eh. 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 Right. Private lobbies? Actually, no. I have to go eat dinner and then I have to attend class. That one ends in like 2 hours after it starts. So expect a part 2 a bit later today. Later today, yeah, I'm going to do 2 streams today because why not? I can fit it in my schedule, so... yeah, see you then. I think this is... No, that's not the right one. These two are the same. Okay, What am I studying in school? English, which is ironic. Anyway, yeah, see you guys in 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. Depends on what I do after, like, the actual class ends. I'm gonna be there, so see ya.